I can't write the roadmap of how to deal with the moments. The moments are, the decisions in a moment are built off these larger building blocks of courage and humility. Like, if you have the courage, if you have the humility, and if you have that trueness in yourself, when the decisions have to be made, you will make those right decisions. It's Monday. Hope you're casually enjoying another episode of Casual Mondays. So here's the thing I want to talk about. So there is something called imposter syndrome. There's something that, that Daniel, I think, coined called the creator's syndrome. If you actually look up the definition of being humble, it doesn't mean to be meek. It actually to have an accurate understanding of your ability. And I think being humble is really important. And as a creative, it's really hard to be humble.
I say that with no ego.
Let's just say it's really hard to have an accurate understanding of your ability, because sometimes you go through this imposter syndrome when you feel like you're a fake. And then once you go from the imposter syndrome to this overcompensation, because you need to like have the courage and strength to go forward, where you say, I'm the fucking best and I know it all. And then you never kind of hit that middle ground. And the problem with like imposter syndrome is looking at what you did wrong makes it feel worse, because you feel like you're just a fake. And if you see all the things you did wrong, then you feel worse. And then if you get into this creator syndrome where you're like, oh my God, everything I did right, and I only take credit for the great things, then you're leaving the middle part, which is the part for growth, where fucking up and making mistakes and owning them is the place for growth as a creative and creator. And like me personally, like I've had to really be humble to grow, to make the things that I really wanted to make in the end. Because if you're kind of stuck in this place where you're just like scared to look at what you're doing wrong, or, you know, I used to say like, yell about the wins and whisper about the losses. Like we need to kind of yell about the losses, because properly owning your loss, like every great narrative and story in the world, let's get into marketing. I just recently watched Air. The beauty of Air was not that like, you know, Nike was winning. It was like Nike was at a lull where like everyone was kind of questioning, could they do it, right? The basketball department was going to close, and this one person had the courage to clearly understand what they were doing and make a decision that impacted the company forever. We celebrate the story of the courageous, but the story of the courageous aren't like blatantly just taking credit for what they did great, and they're not like hiding in a corner, you know, in self-pity of what they did wrong. They're able to have that moment of being honest of where they're fucking up and be able to turn the ship a 180 and then have success. And unfortunately, not every ship turns to be as great of a success as the Jordan franchise was. But even if it's not that great, that story, that hero's journey, making of that arc is where you're going to have success. But those challenging, courageous decisions, for them to be successful, have to be based in the truth. And the truth is in humility and understanding your true ability and taking responsibility for the areas where you fucked up. So I don't know. I'm not saying that after this video, write down all your fuck ups, but if you're not making mistakes, you're probably not doing the work that's different, that's inspiring, that's going to change the world. So that middle area is a challenging road to walk. It's definitely the road less traveled, but finding that place of humility and truth and honesty is the foundation of all great success. So again, I might've got too broad. Daniel's always trying to get me to like answer these questions like very literally, but like they're just, I don't know, like this journey that we're taking together, like I can't write the roadmap of how to deal with the moments. The moments are, the decisions in a moment are built off these larger building blocks of courage and humility. Like if you have the courage, if you have the humility, and if you have that trueness in yourself, when the decisions have to be made, you will make those right decisions. Because as entrepreneurs, we're in this asteroid field. And like, as much as we can like maybe through shared knowledge start to understand the common challenges and problems that come, in the end, like you're the one who's in the cockpit, you know, steering the ship, and your intuition is going to guide you to the right decision beyond knowledge sometimes. Hope I didn't get too broad on that one, but hope you're having a good Monday and you carry the courage through your week and make some courageous decisions. So thank you.